So next is what? Next we are going to deal with what is called as data structures. Now what is a data structure? So here they have given some explanation. Let's read and understand. A data structure is a format to organize, manage, and store data in a way that allows efficient access and modification. See, we are discussing about a lot about data now. We said variables. Variables are something which hold the data. Now, variable, if you understand, most of the primitive variables, they can hold only single value. Yeah, and we should give a name to each and everything. But when it comes to data structures, they can actually, they are structures. You see, they are not simple things. They can hold multiple values. So when that structure holds multiple value, yeah, it is also important we should be able to efficiently access it and modify that data. Whichever data I'm stored in that variable, I might be storing thousands of data in one single variable, in one single structure. Yeah. So the best examples we have in data structures is arrays, stack, linked list, queue, map. Yeah. So as a language in JavaScript, yeah, JavaScript has not implemented many data structures. Yeah, as a support from the language support, we only have arrays. Yeah, and another one is okay object. Yeah, we have one type here which is called object itself. That's also called type, but that is also you can say it more or less related to map, weak map, set, weak set. So in simple, JavaScript has very less number of data structures that are provided by the language. See, let's say if at all I want to implement, I want stack. I mean, I can create my own stack implementation of the data structure. From the language, they have not provided anything like stack. From the language, they have not provided anything like queue. Yeah, using whatever language construct they have provided, I have to make my own queue. See, it's unlike Java. So Java, if you say they have a lot of data structures from the Java itself, they have given. They have one package called java.util. Yeah, it has a collection. Collect, collection has again set arrays. They provide out of the language, you know. So, but that implementation we don't find it here in JavaScript. Now, so before I come to that, yes, so they are basically efficient way of storing the data. I mean, in such a way that I can efficiently access it, storing the data, such a way that I can access it efficiently, and also I can modify. Yeah. So primitive data structures come default with programming language and can implement them out of the box like arrays and object. Non-primitive data structures come by default and you have to code them up if you want to use them. And there are again explanation of okay what are data structures and what all you can implement it, even tree, graph. Yeah, you see, uh, queue, stack. These are examples for data structure. You don't have to worry all of that. Data structure is very easy. They just provide one. Now in that we have something called indexed collections. Yeah, the data structures without indexed collection. In that we see that there are arrays and typed arrays. Now as we have been reading this map, the ones which are green are the must one to understand. As a beginner, you just go through these things. Again, this is like, okay, yeah, good to know. And these are like, okay, optional. You can even skip it. So I would actually explain, yeah, the data structures, like structured data, as well as this index collection under that arrays. Yeah. So index collection means a data structure which has index. Yeah, they have sequence like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we all know the index collection. One such index collection is array. Yeah. Yes, arrays have index. We can store elements in arrays. Now let's understand a bit about this index collection. One such index collection we have is arrays, another one is typed arrays. But let's start understanding arrays. Yeah, working with arrays in JavaScript. Yes, you got another good article again from the same website, javascript.info arrays. Okay, now let's understand a bit about what are arrays, how do we create, what are the different operations which are possible. Fine, how do I, for the first thing is in JavaScript, arrays can hold multiple types of data in one single array. See, we just now saw there is a typed array, there's also untyped array. You can consider them as untyped, which means what? That same array can hold values of different types or a mixed type. Values of mixed type. Example. Okay. So yeah, let arr is equal to, I can put 1, 2, 3. I can also put a comma, yeah, true. I can also even put an object. I can even put an array also inside. This is what is mixed type. Now, yeah, knowing this, so let's understand how to create an array. What are the different syntax to create an array? So there are two syntaxes. Actually, it is only one syntax only, but we see like there are two ways to write the same. The syntax is we use a keyword called new, yeah, and we use this function called array. This we call it even a constructor function to construct this array. So new followed by array will actually will create an array for me. And if you observe, we are not giving any count. Okay, we are not giving observing. Now, there's another syntax which is also called literal syntax. Literal means I'm just writing two angular brackets or square brackets. This is also another notation to create an array. These two are again syntaxes to create array. But both are the same syntax. It's just that the shorter form of this is we just directly write this. Okay, both are same. Both are the same syntax. Yeah, most frequently used syntax is this one. And while creating an array, as I mentioned, we don't have to initialize or we don't have to, you know, give a like fixed length. Unlike other languages, arrays don't have a fixed length. You can keep providing n number of items to this array. This is like kind of creating an empty array with literal notation. Let's say I want to initialize. I want to create an array with some initial values. Then I can type the actual values and then I can say array like this. What if I want to do the same thing with that new syntax? Then I should go for new array with comma separated list. Now check fruits. See, it has the same values. This is syntax to create and the type of value that normal array can hold. Yeah, and way to create an array and initialize. And again on the length, we don't have fixed length in array. Array size can vary. It can expand. Okay, this is a creation part of the array. Now what we need to understand after we create it? Now how do I access the value? How do I modify the value? Okay, right? So let's see. So now I have fruits. The array index, first thing is, since it's an index collection that we are studying, Array index starts from 0 in JavaScript. It is bit different in different languages. In JavaScript, it is just like in C, it starts from 0. What's the last index then? Highest index is just the count minus 1, which is basically, so now in this case it is 2, which holds the highest value. Yes, there is also a property which is actually called length, which holds the count of the array. Yeah, there's a property it's called length which holds the highest value of the array. Can you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is what is indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now let me tell you a outside case. Yeah, what if I try to access fruits of 10? Tell me what happens if I try to access fruits of 10, which is in the index which is not there. In other language, you get an exception or an error saying array out of bounds. The JavaScript is, you know, now it's not going to complain you anything. See, you get simply undefined. In other language, you get an exception that array out of bounds. You're going outside. Since it is dynamic collection, you can even access 100 also. Value exists, then value will be there. Otherwise, value will return as undefined. All right? Yeah. Okay. So this is telling the syntax. You can have extra comma. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Now there are some methods also. Okay. There are some methods also available on this array. Yeah. Just to tell you like okay, which is what. That's what is I think. Yeah. Like using methods. Yeah. There's also a recent addition. You see. There's a recent addition. If you say fruits of -1, I think you will get. Yeah. Let's see if that is there. No, you don't get. They say it's some negative syntax is allowed in other languages. Okay, recent addition is at method. Okay, with at. So if to get last elements with at. Okay, let's see. There is a syntax. They're saying at -1. Yeah, it is possible at -1 using at, not just like that, without even writing length. No, slice also will not give you. Again, you have to tell what is it. Slice you will be able to extract it. Yeah. There are like methods which exist actually. We will learn. But yeah, even slice of -1 will also give me. But you see what's the difference now? This gives an array, that gives a single value. Okay, so this is on kind of introduction to array. There is more things that we have to learn in terms of array. Yeah, in the upcoming classes, I think we'll understand more detail into the different topics. As I can see, yeah, internals, performance, looping, comparison. Yeah, so we'll get into all these things. But for now, understand this much about the array. Yeah, so they're bit similar to what is there in C. It's just that they are not typed. And also you don't need any fixed length declaration that you have to give this much value. It's a dynamic collection. And index starts from 0. Highest index is total number of elements -1. And you have a property called length, dot length, that variable dot length, which can access the length for you. If at all you access some array index which is not at all exists, you don't have any problem in JavaScript. This gives you undefined. All right, I think we'll stop here. Yeah, so let's resume